Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into that, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Last week, I created a poll on my community tab asking you guys which video you would like to see in this week's video, and the majority said Gaston's Tavern. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. I wanted to give you guys a little tour of the area that we are going to be decorating. In the last video, I created the right side, so in this video, we are going to decorate the left side. This was going to be a double neighborhood, but I had so much space that I decided to add a third house here. I was about to add a fourth house, but I thought it was a bit overkill, so I didn't. I went ahead and laid the path down, and I've been doing this method in the past couple of videos. Because the area is so large, I just think it's easier and faster to just show you how it looks, just in case you want to go ahead and copy it for your island. So let's go ahead and start the build. For this area, I wanted to add some villager homes along with adding Gaston's Tavern, but I wasn't sure how I wanted to lay everything out. So I went back to the movie and realized that Gaston's Tavern is actually behind the fountain where Belle was reading with all of these sheeps, and I already created the fountain scene for my entrance. So I was like, should I recreate the fountain scene again just for this area? And then I was like, why not? Because I have so much space and I can actually add like 3 fountains if I really wanted to. I do wish we were able to turn the houses to the side, because then I would be able to add way more houses here, but you know, it is what it is. I am going to add Gaston's house on the right side, and then I created a character that I named Tavern and dressed him up as Gaston, which you'll see at the end how I dressed him up. And I used his house and decorated it into the Gaston's Tavern that you saw in the movie, and I will show you how the inside of the house looks at the end. I wasn't planning on decorating any more rooms in that house because I just wanted it to be that one floor, but I wanted to customize the house, and Animal Crossing doesn't let you customize until you're at a certain level with your house. So I had to upgrade it a couple of times. So I will probably redecorate that house sometime in the future, and the final look will be in the island tour. And then I was done mapping out the blueprint for both houses, and then I was like, wait, I can add a third house here, and I decided to add Marlo's house here. I still have a few more villagers left to move from the beach onto the actual island, and I still have to get rid of Judy and Cherry. And I thought if I don't get Elvis, I'll probably just create another character and name him the Beast and dress him up as the Beast. And I might switch out Judy and Cherry for 2 other villagers that I really want, because my original plan was to get rid of Judy so that I can replace her with Elvis and replace Cherry for a random villager for the town. But I couldn't decide between Blair and Molly, so I just might get them both. I'm still thinking about villagers, so if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Also, for this island, I did things differently than I usually do for my other islands. I love cluttering my islands, and for this island, if you notice, I do clutter up a bit, but I left so much space that 2 people can actually walk at the same time. I was thinking about cluttering this island up, but I realized the more custom designs and items you place on the floor, the more the game lags, and I want this to be a little bit of a smooth experience, but it's probably not going to be the case because my island still lags. But I was like, it may lag, but at least you're able to walk. I mentioned this before in a previous video, I forgot which one, but I mentioned that this will be my last Disney inspired island, but I might do one more. Hear me out. I really want to do a tropical fairy core island because I really want to use the mermaid furniture and all of the shell furniture that the game has. And then I started to realize that the theme that I was going for actually fits the theme of the Little Mermaid. So I might do an inspired Little Mermaid island, just like I did with Alice in Wonderland. And I think that will be the last Disney island that I do. Unless you guys want me to do more inspired islands, then I'll do it. For each section of my island, I'm going to place a hidden music box or radio playing some of the KK Slider songs that remind me of Beauty and the Beast, just to make you feel like you're there. So we are actually almost done with this build. I'm just placing down all of the houses. As I mentioned earlier, I created Gaston's character, and this is how he looks. Little Gaston next to Gaston, a little Spider-Man meme moment. I just placed Gaston's mailbox over here because I think it looks better here. And now I'm placing Marlo's house. I'm finished placing all of the houses and I'm going to go back and add all of the final touches, filling up any of the empty spaces between the path and the houses, and adding a little tavern sign in front of the tavern, and then going around this area and adding some pine cones just to add to that fall feel, even though we are in summer. And I'm going to go back and add a villager photo in front of Gaston and Marlo's house. I've been doing this for all of my villagers for all of my islands, and it's kind of been like a tradition that I have, so I have to do it. And once we add the final 2 items, we are done with the build. So I'm going to give you a little tour of the area. You have your little bakery over here, then as you walk over you head to Gaston's house, and then next to his house is the tavern. And I have a little coffee sign in the back, but we all know what coffee really means. And then if you stroll down here, you're at Marlo's little house. No one really has a big yard because this is a town. I might add some more stuff later on, but for now I'll leave it like this. So here is how it looks when you walk up the staircase. I love it so much because it does give you that town feel. It's overcrowded, but not too crowded. And I love adding all of the mannequins to make it look like the town is super busy. And here is how Gaston's house and tavern looks with the fountain in the middle. I'm so glad I added the fountain because it does fill up the empty space and make it really look like you're in Beauty and the Beast. Here is how Marlo's little house looks. I like his little area and he has a space to relax, and I also made sure to cover up the edges with some fencing and bushes so my little guy doesn't fall off. And now to give you a tour of Gaston's tavern. Here is how the tavern looks. I might cover up the doorways because I'm not going to decorate those rooms, but I will decorate the attic. I will redecorate this house once I completely finish my island. I just wanted to put something together to show you guys how everything looks. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. I will be posting another poll on my community tab right after this video where you guys can cast your vote on what you would like to see in the next video. The choices are the museum's entrance, villager homes, and the beast castle, which I already know which one is going to win, so I'm going to prepare myself mentally for the outcome. I love you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!